Anthony Edwards grew up in Atlanta with more pain than privilege, losing both his mom and grandmother before he turned 15. But instead of falling apart, Anthony Edwards found healing in a basketball. And now, he's not just dunking on defenders, he's inspiring a generation. This is how the game of basketball saved his life, and how his story might just save someone else's. If you like these NBA stories, please like, share, and subscribe for more. The pain behind the smile. Anthony Edwards is known for his swagger, the dunks, the confidence, the jokes. But what many people don't see is the pain behind the personality. Before he was the #1 pick, before the NBA cameras, before the highlight reels, he was just a kid from Atlanta dealing with unimaginable heartbreak. At only 14 years old, Ant lost the two most important women in his life, his mother and his grandmother, within months of each other. Both passed from cancer. The people who raised him gone in a flash. Most people would break. But Ant made a promise, to them and to himself. A promise fueled by purpose. After their deaths, Anthony started calling himself Ant-Man, a name they used to cheer for when he played. It became more than just a nickname. It became a mission. He told the world he'd make it to the NBA one day, and he'd make them proud. He clung to the one thing that kept him from crumbling: basketball. The court became his escape, his therapy, his battlefield. While others saw a game, Anthony saw survival. Every jump shot was a way to fight back. Every layup was a reminder that he still had something to live for. Grinding from the ground up. Ant's path wasn't smooth. He didn't come from a basketball family. He didn't have NBA connections. But he had something stronger: drive. He dominated at Holy Spirit Prep in Atlanta and quickly became one of the top recruits in the nation. His power, his explosiveness, and that fearless attitude, it couldn't be taught. Coaches were amazed. Scouts were stunned. But Ant stayed grounded. For him, it wasn't just about fame or money. It was about fulfilling that childhood promise. He committed to Georgia, not a blue blood basketball school, but his hometown school. He wanted to stay close to home, close to his roots, close to the people he lost. Draft day destiny. In 2020, Anthony Edwards became the #1 overall pick in the NBA draft. Critics questioned his passion. Some said he smiled too much, laughed too much, didn't take the game seriously. But they didn't understand. His smile wasn't weakness. It was strength. It was survival. That joy, that was earned. Ant didn't need to act tough. He was tough. Not because of where he came from, but because of what he overcame. The Timberwolves era. Since joining the Minnesota Timberwolves, Ant has blossomed into one of the most electrifying players in the league. His dunks are jaw-dropping. His confidence is unmatched. His energy is contagious. But more than that, he leads. He inspires. He reminds fans and teammates alike what it means to love the game and never take a single moment for granted. Game after game, Edwards is proving that he's not just the future of the Timberwolves, he's a future face of the NBA. Why Ant's story matters. There are kids watching Anthony Edwards right now, kids in pain, kids who've lost someone, kids who feel like giving up. And when they see him play, they don't just see a star, they see hope. Because if Ant can rise out of heartbreak, so can they. If Ant can keep going, so can they. His story isn't just a comeback. It's a message that no matter where you come from, no matter what you've lost, there's always a way to rise. What makes him different? Ant doesn't try to be perfect. He's raw. He's real. He'll joke with reporters 1 minute and drop 40 the next. He's not trying to fit in. He's building his own lane. That's what makes him so special. That's why fans love him. That's why teammates trust him. And that's why the league is starting to realize Anthony Edwards isn't just a star. He's the star. The future is Ant. In just a few short years, Ant has gone from a grieving teen in Atlanta to one of the most exciting, inspiring, and fearless players in the world. He's bringing swagger back to the game. He's leading with love, not ego. He's showing the next generation that you can be both joyful and dominant, that you can smile and still be that guy. And as the NBA looks to its next era, one thing is clear. The future just might belong to Anthony Edwards. Do you believe Anthony Edwards can be the next face of the NBA? Did his story inspire you the way it's inspired others? Drop a comment. Let's talk about it. And remember, no matter what you're going through, don't give up. Your story isn't over yet.